I want to talk to you a little bit about the teachers in our life. You know, our lives are very short. We're practically on the borrowed time. We're always in debt because we are consuming the karmic seeds that we came with. That's why it's so easy to fall in love when you're a teenager. You have plenty seeds. But then later, something the karma ends. You don't replenish it. And we do things for no particular reason. We don't really have good focus in life. We do what others say we should do. We like something, then we stop liking it. We do, and then we quit. We sort of wobble around, take steps to the right, left. So it's practically impossible for us to come to some happiness and end of suffering alone, without the guidance of a really good teacher. I'm talking about the heart teacher. And the heart teacher, somebody who really deeply cares. You see that they care. I remember one of my teachers, my heart teacher, we were leaving the retreat, and it was early in the morning. Everybody was tired, and he was literally walking us. They were escorting us back into the rooms in the cars. They were driving us. People who were helping, they would drive us in the middle of the night. And he would walk me out to the car, and then I was asking about my friend, my roommate, somebody I was sharing with, and I said she can't really walk at this point. And he said, I'm going to bring her over, don't worry. And to me, he's so high on the pedestal and enlightened, you know. And I didn't believe he would do it, and he did. He brought her back. So I remember my coach, somebody who teaches a lot of wisdom that I absorb, how selflessly and tirelessly he taught his student and still does. I don't know where he gets energy for it. And it's also somebody who has an open heart and can open your heart, because our hearts are very much walled. We are always on the defensive. And that's why we say heart teacher, because the reality emanates from your heart. The heart projects all of your reality. That's where your unconscious bank lives. It's not here. And it's somebody who embodied the wisdom. And you know, there are a lot of teachers, gurus, all sorts of, there's a lot of wisdom right now. It's very opportune time. There a lot of knowledge is pouring, and you have to be discerning. The knowledge, the wisdom that you are being shared or taught has to have ethics. That is a huge, huge, huge criteria. Morality. I don't know how to explain it differently other than to give you 10 commandments. That's ethics. That's morality. That's foundational. If whatever you're studying, whatever you led, does not have the ethic component, think. And then whatever they're teaching you, they have to embody. And embodying means that they put it in their body, put it through themselves, they practiced it. When I first met my heart teacher, he scanned me and he said, "You have so much clutter." And I am a consumer of information. Read, I listen, I binge on that stuff. And he said, empty it. Knowledge, you can't read a manual and play the piano. You have to play the piano. You have to embody it. So it's in your visceral system. So if they're talking, I don't know, you know what I mean when you go to the exercise studio and somebody's teaching you something, and the last time they did sit-ups, it's like a shoemaker without the shoes. Um, if they haven't embodied it, it's probably not the right teacher. But you absolutely need, it's been the practice through the ages. If you aim it for the end of suffering, um, for yourself and for everybody in your world, you can't read a book, a manual on it. There is a reason, all of it since the times of, I don't know, Jesus. You need a teacher. You need a teacher who will guide you and give you protection. And until you have that protection, we wobbling, we trying things. Yeah, you can build a house, but you'll get cancer in it. So you don't know how to stop your suffering. And what is very important, and how to speed up this process of getting the teacher in your life, is you start practicing ethics. You start serving the teachers that you have, serving with joy, doing whatever they need, not what you need. And lastly, you have to respect all the teachers that came before. So this is what happened for me. In life, you get a teacher, you think he just is everything. And then a year goes by, and then another shining sun, and then another couple years later. And you think the ones that came before them, they know nothing. They're terrible. And that is a huge mistake. This is how you close the door to any wisdom that will pour you, because whoever appears just in time, at your right level of readiness, because the teacher shows the best side of you, the best side of you. And I want to elaborate a little bit more on how you make that best side of you start shining a little bit better. I'll do one more vlog on this subject because it's deep. So stay tuned, and we'll talk a little bit more because I'm cognizant of time. So let's talk about the teacher on the second vlog.